Good afternoon, folks. Today I'm bringing another short video on a missile system. This one never quite saw the light of day. You probably have heard of the Phoenix missile. It was on the F-14 fighters, figures heavily in all sorts of fiction and literature and movies, Top Gun and whatnot, right? So the Phoenix missile, very large long-range missile. In the 70s, the U.S. Navy looked into using it actually as a surface-to-air missile for their ships. The idea was it would be sort of an intermediate range missile, longer range than the Sea Sparrow, but shorter range than the Standard missiles and the Aegis system. So in the 1970s, Hughes Aircraft and the U.S. Navy in particular began work on this. It was originally going to have a 12-cell box launcher, and actually they were straight up the same old radar. The AWG-9 would basically just be transplanted from the fighter plane onto the ship. And so very ambitious, but apparently it was very modular and just worked. It was fairly easy to transplant this from an aircraft to a ship. There was testing done at China Lake, and they're also on the USNS Wheeling, which is like a research vessel. The AWG-9 could actually track up to 24 targets. Now with the F-14, it could only shoot at 6 because it only could carry 6 missiles. But with 12 missiles, it could in theory shoot at 12 at a time. Anyhow, there was also talk of a land-based version the U.S. Marine Corps apparently looked into. This was officially canned. The program was ended in 1977 or 78. There was a gentleman who testified to Congress, and I believe Congress shut down all the funding for it. But essentially there were some issues. It was kind of seen as a competitor to the Aegis system, and it really didn't do a whole lot more than the Sea Sparrow did, which was already in service and, functional. And of course, cost overruns and whatnot. That's kind of just a general theme you'll find throughout weapons procurement programs. But anyhow, that was the Sea Phoenix missile. Have a good one. See you next time.